Mario Kart is probably the most hated game throughout the entire Mario Kart series. I bet if you were to ask someone right now what their least favourite Mario Kart game was, chances are it would be either this or the mobile game, Tour. But despite the reputation this game has gathered over the years, my thoughts on it are relatively positive. It's not my favourite Mario Kart game, it doesn't even crack the top half, but for what it is, it's actually quite fun. There are 4 things about Super Mario Kart that I love, those being the steep difficulty curve that make you feel accomplished when overcoming it, the feather shortcuts that are satisfying to pull off, the amazing OST that makes me ascend at some points, and the bumps. They're funny. But strangely enough, my favourite track in this game includes only one of these holy grails, and that very special track is the Star Cup starter, Koopa Beach 1. The track's placement might seem strange at first, being the 11th out of 20 tracks in the game. You could argue that's too far in, and while you wouldn't technically be wrong, I think this track serves as an excellent calm before the storm. It's immediately after Mario Circuit 3, the last track in the quote-unquote easy cups, and right before Choco Island 2, the track was found the harshest off-road in the entire game, so it's like the game is giving you a literal trip to the beach before throwing you in the deep end. That's the main reason why I'm not really a fan of Koopa Beach 2, because that calm and peaceful aesthetic just doesn't work the same on a special cup track, with water pits that you can fall down and take forever to get back out of. But that's besides the point. So how's the track itself? What do you think? You start in a wide open area, and after that take a wide right turn and get left with 2 options. You can either take the regular path, which doesn't have anything blocking it, or you can take a sharp right turn into the water and go into a secret island area with an item panel. In a game where after using an item panel, it's unavailable for the rest of the race, this is a great way to get the upper hand on someone else in multiplayer, for example. It's also just a cool secret in general. If you took the main path, there are 2 bounce pads you can use to not be in the water as much, which you'll want to do since the water actually slows you down in this game. Not too much, but still. If you took the secret path, you have to avoid a cheap cheap, and if you get hit by the cheap cheap, you'll spin out, which will let players get ahead of you, which actually adds a decent bit of strategy to the track. Anyways, if you took either of those paths, you can get a bunch of coins for protection, and then you're left with an option. Left, middle, or right. Left is the safest but slowest path, with no hazards and lots more item panels to get ahead, but if you take the left path, you're likely to get overtaken by some other players. Right is the fastest path if you don't have a mushroom, but it's the riskiest since if you take it at the wrong angle, there's a cheap cheap which will spin. And the middle path is filled with off-roads, meaning it should be the slowest path, but if you have a mushroom, you can boost through it just enough to finish through it, making it actually the fastest path, only if you have a mushroom though. This is a great way to give the player a safe but slow path, a path for the middle to boost through, and a fast but risky path, which in my opinion is spectacular game design, giving them a choice. After one more sharp but relatively forgiving turn and one more bounce pad to hop over the water, that marks the end of Super Mario Kart's easy tracks and my favourite track in the game. But none of that matters if the music is bad, and Koopa Beach 1 definitely does not disappoint in the music department. The Koopa Beaches contain not only my favourite music track in this game, but honestly one of my favourite music tracks in all of Mario Kart. Just listen to this! This song is so good that even if this track was bad, I'd want it to return for the music alone. It's that good. And the other version's music are just as good, if not better, than the SNES version. Listen to this! Truly beautiful. I hope I've managed to convince at least one of you why I love this track so much. That was always my goal with this vid, to convince at least one other person why this track is so good. If I ever make this series a regular thing, I'm going to do a tier list of every Mario Kart track I make a specific video about. And on that tier list, I'll probably put Koopa Beach 1 in A tier. Just in tracks in general. In Super Mario Kart's S tier, obviously. Anyways, like and sub if you enjoyed, and boots guy!